Good afternoon, everyone. It's Tuesday, the first day of September 2015. Let's get right to it. A down day in the market. The market was, quote, under distribution. SPY down 3%. The Qs similar. The diamonds as well. Down, down. Not a good day, but let's see where the money was. TRVN, uh, you know, as you know, we follow these opening range breakouts, and at when 10 o'clock on the dot, we had a good, um, you know, positive volume indication going above this opening range. We set our price alert right there, and we like it when it pulls in the exponential 8 period moving average. Again, we're on a 1 minute chart, and it gave us, a lot of bread to the upside. So even though this is a down day, things are still under accumulation, albeit not so much. The UVIXY, I think this travels 3 times the speed of the VIX. Similar dynamic. I did not have this one, but I have been noting that it was consolidating and finally poked its head through around 12:30. The TVIX, the same thing. Positively to the upside, about 10%. The VIX, the same thing. OCAT, excuse me, biotech. Similar dynamic to the first biotech we looked at today. Um, big volume. Um, Through the opening range breakout at 1048, a pullback into the exponential 8 period moving average, and then a move to the upside. What it did was it immediately sold off. But if you ever get an uptrending stock that sells off, I'm moving to the 5 minute. Remember our rule, into the exponential 50 moving average on a 5 minute chart. 2 consecutive positive green candles. So, it was a buy to the upside. Exponential moving average 50 period on the 5 minute chart. It used to work for the 8 and the 21, but the market kind of changed in the past year, and I have been noting that every time it tagged the 50, that was your buy. But that used to work for the 8 and the 21. Moving right along. SUNY, SUNE, Sun Edison. An opening range breakout. We have this set up for the first 15 minutes, first 15-minute high. I didn't consider this initial breakout the breakout because it was just at 944. So I considered this high at 957 to be our first 15-minute half-hour setup, and once it broke through there on high volume and a pullback, we love it to the exponential 8 period moving average. We went right with it for a 5% move. Win stream, I did not trade this. I had noted the opening range breakout, but it still closed similar to where the opening range breakout was, a little, or it could close a little bit above it or a little bit below it. So that's why I put this white line in, and there's a good probability that this is going to close up or around the line. You're not going to get killed. So Windstream was a good trade. If you took an ANF, remember this was a winner for us yesterday, and it gave us this is yesterday, and it gave us a little bit more of a move today. CAB, opening range breakout, didn't give us much, sold off with the rest of the market the remainder of the day. So unfortunately CAB did not go our way. ALKS, another opening range breakout, a pullback into the 8 period moving average, gave us a percent to the upside. This was another 5 minute setup. In full disclosure, I have been wanting it to repeat back to the upside, but it just never did, and that's why I drew that box. I wanted to do something like that. It didn't. It sold off with the rest of the market. So tough market today. Sprint, this had been under accumulation the past couple weeks. If you've been noting the market, it's a big time stock, and it printed above its opening rotation today, but just never got with it, unfortunately. If the market, like on the SPY, the next couple stocks we're going to get into, it gets slammed. Okay, it opens up at 2%. If you look at the extremely strong stocks, those that have been under accumulation the past couple weeks, that's ACI, BTU, Sprint, those stocks, it's almost always a buy. If they open down, you're always going to see buyers right away. So that was a 4% move immediately after the market opened. If we go ahead and I'll get back to Facebook since many of you follow that. If we go back to BTU, it had a strong day, and this move may be over by this price action today. But we had a strong day yesterday, okay? And, I think it closed up 10% yesterday. Again, very strong buying into the close right here yesterday. It had a gap down, and it immediately printed up 5% right away. So, and the same thing with ACI. There was a gap down today, and then it, pulled up 10, 11%. And again, what I'm noting here is I'm trying to, look at this thing. This thing has really worked for the past week. This goes back to Monday, Friday, August 21st, Monday, August 24th. It's just really, really been the gift that keeps on giving. But anyway, there was some buying below this 50 period moving average. Again, we're on the 5 minute, two consecutive candles. It sold off with the rest of the market, but I do think that this was a day of distribution. Some of the money that was buying along the way is rotating out of it. But it'll be interesting to see how this BTU opens tomorrow. So same dynamic with the two consecutive 5 minute candles on the 5 minute chart. We need to go back to Facebook. Again, open down. This has been a strong stock. If you're buying right off the opening print, first couple minutes of trade, it was under accumulation. It even did an opening range breakout. But even if you took the trade, let's go to the 1 minute so we can see this. Even if you took the trade, it's not like you were crushed. And you're down 1.5%, and this could get going tomorrow. I thought I'm not a big Facebook buy the stock guy. It doesn't move that rapidly, but I think that Kramer talks up this stock a lot, and a lot of people like it. They like the product, so I think we could see further upside based on today. This is a weekday, but the Facebook tried to go. I think that's about it. We've looked at a lot of these, but anyway. If you like what you see what you like, you can follow me at Twitter at MSL Trade on Twitter, or shoot me an email. Okay, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good luck.